Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Debt Collection 101 here on Our About You.
Yeah, we have a very, very special episode today, right? We're joined live by video call, which you can see our computer here, but also at the bottom of our screen you can see his lovely face, our very own Jeff DiMatteo.
Thanks for joining us. Hey.
So let's start off with every generic question. Jeff, tell us a bit about yourself, your agency, the whole 9 yards.
Sure. Been in debt collection for about 25 years. Stumbled in like most of us in the industry. About 14 years ago, myself and a few business partners thought we're silly enough to believe things a little bit better, and we set off to add a lot of technology and customer service and hopefully create a great place to work. And been in business for about 14 years, serving some banking, lawn care is one of our niches, medical, small businesses, about 3,500 clients nationwide.
Awesome. Oh, wow. Good for you guys.
So one of the things that we've learned is a huge challenge for a lot of collection agencies is recruiting and also retention of good employees. Is that something that you've noticed as well?
Sure, it's always a challenge. I think if you create a great place to work, then it makes it a lot easier, not only recruiting, but retaining.
Yeah, I mean, that's something that I see all your LinkedIn videos.
Yeah,
so.
that's why you're a perfect guest. For those of you who do not follow on LinkedIn, go out and do it immediately, right? You guys got your collector day or whatever it is, your team day, where it looks like a great place to work. So I'm sure that must go in retaining employees.
It was one of our goals when we started.
Really?
We wanted to get a home for employees and a great place for employees to make them enjoy coming to work. It's a tough industry to be in, but we can make them enjoy coming to work. That's half the battle.
Yeah, I love it. I love those videos.
So let's talk about retaining people. What do you do? What do you guys do that other agencies aren't doing, or that you think other people maybe should be doing?
I don't know if it's what other agencies aren't doing. I know there's a lot of great agencies in the industry that are doing a lot of it, but I think the first thing is really have an open floor and open door policy where people feel free to communicate and give ideas and have management to talk to. I know in our Michigan office, I've got 3 business partners who are right out on the floor with all our employees. And that goes a long way with employees when they see that they're working right next to the managers and the owners of a company, and that their opinion means something. It's a huge part of it.
That's awesome.
For sure. Let's see. I mean, is your turnover, did you do this the whole time since you guys have been in business? Did you just start doing it maybe, or have you,
Yeah, no, I think when we started, we knew what we wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
We've focused on turnover, and I think we probably have lower turnover than many companies, not only in our industry but in general.
Mm-hmm.
It's again creating some place where the employee is going to want to come to work and feel like they're part of a team and feel like they're actually accomplishing something.
Mm-hmm.
So they have goals and they're helping people, and we focus a lot on helping not only our clients but helping consumers. And if our collectors and collection associates go into it with that mind frame, then it goes a long way.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because one of the things we hear the most of from every single agency is their biggest problem is finding and retaining employees, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you guys clearly have a winning strategy. So you have an above average retention rate, it sounds like. And that comes, I'm kind of asking you think that comes through like your employee engagement? Like, what's the number one thing someone can implement today to help them retain employees?
Well, I think referrals are a huge part.
Really?
Go through the traditional sources, the Indeed and the career fairs, but our referrals are certainly the biggest place where we get good employees. And when they get referred in and they know what they're coming into and they know that they're coming to work for a debt collector, they know what to expect because they know somebody that's on the team already, it goes a huge way, and then they want to be part of that team.
Yeah, that's awesome. Did you kind of, I guess, learn from your mistakes? Like, was there ever a time where you guys had a hard time retaining employees, or just always?
I think in any industry, it's going to kind of come in spurts where you have better retention than other times. But you just got to realize it's part of any business, and keep plowing forward.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So obviously, no one's got a 100% retention rate. I don't think. What do you have like a top reason when people do fall off? Is there a thing that you see is the reason why someone would leave?
Yeah, so when you hire and you really try to say, hey, here's what you're going to be doing all day, right? You're going to be talking to people and one-on-one, and some people aren't going to be real excited to hear from you. And we really try to spell it out in the interview process, and we've got a couple interviews that we go through, and although they come in with a great attitude and think that they're going to be able to do it, this job just isn't for everyone.
Yeah.
And I think anyone who's been in the industry for any amount of time quickly realizes that it's not an easy job, and you need a lot of qualities to be able to do it correctly.
What do you think the most important quality is that someone needs to succeed as a collector?
I'd say patience, and probably some empathy, listening skills. But if they can listen and they can feel where they're coming from, I think our industry's gone a long way in the past 5, 10, 15 years, if you will, from more telling people they need to pay the bill to now more of a customer service approach, more listening and figuring out a way to help them. So instead of just, hey, I got to get my client paid, it's more, how can I help you get this resolved so you have one less thing on your plate that you're worrying about.
Right. So piggybacking off of, you said the biggest reason is people, they just can't handle the rejection basically of collections. With collections, I mean, you're talking to people that aren't the most excited to hear from you, right, every day. How do you keep the energy up? How do you make sure everyone is happy? Because it seems like in your guys' videos, everyone's happy there. So.
Well, I hope so. I mean, I hope they enjoy coming to work every day. We do a lot of things, and again, like many agencies do, we run contests, and we have I think what Spencer, you were talking about, we have our employee week. We have that once a year.
Love that.
And it's a whole week spent just thanking our employees and games and bowling and Detroit Tigers game and just doing different stuff like that.
That's cool.
And we do lots of surveys. So again, we're looking for feedback. We do formal surveys. We do monthly one-on-ones with our employees, and really try to give them a lot of feedback, have them give us a lot of feedback, make sure that it's a good fit, and keep it a place where they're not going to kick the dog on the way out the door because they have to go to work.
Yeah, the poor dog.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
What's, I guess, do you have a recruiter on staff that is that, because when we talked originally, I know you do it, but do you have a full-time recruiter there?
No, we don't. We all our managers from our different departments and our collection teams do their own hiring.
Cool.
I know I had mentioned one of our sources are career fairs, and I'm sure many companies do career fairs, but one thing we noticed when we started going to these career fairs to hire, and probably similar to maybe you guys doing a conference or something in our industry, but you go, you spend money on a booth, and you see people sitting behind their desk in a chair, like just, you're like, man, what are you doing?
Yeah.
So for career fair, getting out there and getting in front of people walking by, getting out there, sticking your hand in front of them, hey, how you doing? Have you ever heard about us? And really the engagement at these career fairs is really what we didn't realize it maybe at first, but we quickly said, all right, we got to get there, get some engagement in these things. And that really helped a lot. And then we're setting first interviews right there. We just found that helped a lot too. Instead of saying, okay, yeah, let me see your resume, I'll look at it, and 3 days later you call them and they have another job or something. But we're setting first interviews right on the spot, which helped keep people coming right in.
I love that, Ted.
Yeah, you gotta have the same energy at the career fair that they're gonna expect to have.
I love that,
working
right?
there.
That's gonna attract me over to your booth. If you got two options. You got someone who's like high, energetic, great to see you, and you got a mopey person.
Yeah.
No one wants to work at the mopey place.
No, because it's gonna be boring.
Especially when you have such a difficult job already.
And it's our managers that are out there at these career fairs. So they are out there, interviewing people right off the bat that they want on their team.
Yeah.
So
That's awesome.
to have them out there doing it instead of a recruiter who's recruiting for other people.
Right.
They're out there recruiting their own team.
Yeah, your culture's great, so just keep it up.
Mm-hmm.
I love the videos. You're constantly on LinkedIn, man. You are.
Yeah.
Everywhere I look, I see you.
That collection's done right.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
And I think that, we do a lot of social media, and we try to get a lot of the good stuff that we do out there. And it's important that all agencies do that, because third-party collections still has a stigma, unfortunately, and we're trying to change that. Just one post at a time. We're we're good people helping clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we can have other agencies out there preaching the good stuff that we do, maybe we can change the stigma.
For sure, yeah. We did. So we did an episode recently about what consumers do when an agency calls them, and they check your social media.
Yeah, it's a huge. It's one of the big things they do is check to make
If
sure.
I'm getting called by you and I go on and I see everyone dancing and happy, having a good time, I'm gonna
playing games in the field.
I'm gonna want to deal with them.
Yeah.
It cools the guard down, right? They go on
Yep,
and
exactly.
look at a company, and if you see some black and white lettering, we are a third-party debt collector. They might have one view of the company. If they see that you're out there doing good things in the community and good things with your employees, they may, put their guard down a little bit.
Yeah.
And more willing to contact.
It's a great piece.
Yeah.
Great point.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks
Cool.
so much, Jeff. I appreciate it.
Yeah. We'll link your information below. Anything you want people to know about
Yeah.
you before we sign off? Last minute pitch.
No, let's keep the movement going in the industry. I think there's so many good people. You've seen them at the
Yeah.
conferences you go to. Let's get the word out there that we are a good industry. There's good people, and we're doing good things for clients and consumers both.
I love that. Awesome.
Yeah. Use hashtag debt collection done right.
There you go.
Check it out. See what you're doing right in the industry.
Look at you.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go, guys. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Jeff. Merrick Proper Recovery. Really appreciate it.
Thanks so much.